So I just saw the Garfield movie, and which one of you fuckers thought that this movie was 36% on Rotten Tomatoes level bad? Like how? How do people not see the fact that this is a perfectly fine, enjoyable family film? Like, I wouldn't say it's one of the best movies of the year. Definitely not one of the best family films or animated films of the year. Like it would be weird if this gets nominated for an Oscar, but like, guys, it's a good movie. People are like, oh, it doesn't feel like a Garfield movie. Garfield doesn't act like himself. Okay, so how is Garfield in this movie? Garfield is a fat, lazy cat who hates Mondays and loves lasagna. He also has a very cynical personality, but deep down inside really does care about his owner John and friend Odie. And he does get excited and energetic about certain things that aren't just food. And I see all of this present in this guy, in this movie. So yeah, it's Garfield. Garfield's acting like himself. John's acting like himself, and Odie's acting like himself. So what's the big fucking problem, guys? It was definitely a controversial choice to pick Chris Pratt to voice him, but I think he actually did a pretty decent job with the character, surprisingly. I still would have felt like getting Nick Offerman to play the role would have been better, or hey, here's a bright idea, maybe just get Frank Welker to voice him. You ever thought about that? But Chris Pratt did a fine job. Samuel L. Jackson did a pretty decent job as Vic, Garfield's father. And the relationship between Garfield and his dad is truly what's really at the center point of this film emotionally, and I'd say it pays off. The story, on the other hand, is really nothing that special. It's typically just a heist movie with a father-son dynamic at the center of it, and Garfield's face is on it. And it's not a bad story to say, it's just really nothing special. Where this film truly shines is the emotion that I mentioned earlier and the comedy. It's not absolutely hilarious, but it does have some strong slapstick comedy and some great character animation to go with it. You can definitely tell that this is from the same director as Cats Don't Dance and The Emperor's New Groove. And while I don't think that the Garfield movie is as funny as those films, you can tell that it is the same director and it is that similar style of humor that's really more of a throwback to the classic Warner Brothers and MGM cartoons. And on my only other negative is that I felt like it could have used a bit more with the Garfield lore. Like, I wasn't asking this movie to be nothing but non-stop references to the Garfield comics and TV shows, but it would have been nice to see a little more of the Garfield cast, like Nermal, Arlene, Liz the vet. Technically, Liz and Nermal are in the movie, it's just that they're both only in like one scene, and Liz only gets one line and Nermal doesn't speak at all, and Arlene's not even fucking in it. But hey, as a Garfield fan, I had a fun time with it. What do you guys think of the film?